Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes, that's where I was last time. Let me apologize in advance. This phone is very strange. It tells me I have 23 minutes, then it cuts off at 15. Now it tells me I have 15 minutes and 50 seconds. So it might cut me off at 13 or 14. If my mouth is still going and I've run out of time, forgive me. Okay? And that may happen often. So, how are you? I hope you're safe, warm, and dry wherever you are. And if you're not, I hope it gets better soon. Life has a way of being full of challenges that we don't think we can handle, but we can. Okay? What's going on? Let me get to the new stuff first. What's Actually, the first thing I want you to do, and I'm going to raise my hand, I am going to deputize all of you. What am I deputizing you to do? To help me find a circular sock machine that does jacquard automatically. By that, I mean either it has a second drum, it has a lever that you push, and jacquard, Fair Isle. I would like to do some decorative socks like this one that I started and aborted. Remember this? Because this is too labor intensive for me to do it by hand. I want a circular sock machine that does it automatically, and I know they're out there. They're probably like hen's teeth. That's why I'm deputizing you. Don't duck you. I'm deputizing you to help me find one that I can afford. Okay? Or let somebody come up and start making a new version. Okay? And for all those of you who are out there doing the machines out of that plastic, wow. But y'all should think innovation. Don't just replicate. Innovation. What can you do to improve the machine? Okay? Now, what is on my table? A few things. I'm deputizing you. I've been deputized. One of the princesses gave me this lovely ball of yarn and said to me, I want a hat, please. I don't know. I haven't weighed it. I don't know how much it is, but I've got to figure this out. Because it's a lovely yarn. Look at that. Or do you even call that a yarn? Whatever you call it. The purples. You know what? I have a vague memory of being the person who paid for this. And it's been a while. But it's all right. I can deputize you. Someone else can deputize me. So I have to figure a hat for this one. What else is new? Let me tell you, I was so excited. Well, I still am. I, in person, met a fellow sock knitter. She does most of her socks by hand, but she's heard of the circular sock machine. So I promised to arrange a play date so she can test Blue or one of her sisters over there, um, and see what she thinks about it. And because I was so excited, I said, you know what? Let me go and crank out a tube for her and give it to her, and she can do afterthought, heels, toes, cuff. So I ran to my stash and I started pulling stuff out, and I realized a lot of it is like this. And this is, to me, this is more masculine. What do you think? It's very nice, but it doesn't, and she's a girly girl, so I don't think this would work for her. Okay? She does like bright colors, which is a good thing. So then I went deeper into the stash and I found this, and I thought this would be perfect. So I cranked out a tube just to test it. Thank God I did. I would have been so embarrassed if I had given it to her. Why? Because I pinned them together now where they match the two. Well, it's one tube, but I folded it because I figured she'd need half to do each sock. And you see here, they match. Down here, they match. Guess where they don't match? In the middle up here. I'm not sure. How did I pin this? Okay. We do the two purples, the multicolor. They match from here up to here. That would be half of a sock. For some reason, when we get to this part, they stop matching. I am so upset because we go for purple. Yeah, see how we have the two purples? Can you see that? See the two purples, all their match. And then suddenly when we get here, we have another set of two purples where here there's orange. I can't give this to her because then the socks are not going to match. And she has an excellent sense of color from what I see, but she strikes me as a matchy-matchy person. What am I supposed to do? Well, I can't give it to her, and I'm not sure what to do with it myself, because if I go to make socks with it for anyone, they're not going to match. And I don't do stripes. But this is very pretty. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe I can cut it apart and Kitchener it back. Then will it be Frankensock? I don't know. But I must say, this is beautiful. And this goes with so many skin tones. But just because it doesn't match in that little section, I can't give it to her. I can't find, it's like somebody startled me, but no. I can't find a really feminine yarn among my stash. So I'm probably going to have to dye it, which is all right because I'm having fun getting back into my dyeing. Though I learned an important lesson which I had forgotten. All sock yarns are not the same. Is that width? This one, we know my favorite, is much thicker than this one. Because even if you put it together, you can see this one is clearly thinner. And I learned that the hard way because I was making a sock and I tried to incorporate this sock in it, this yarn in it. No, I'm sorry. I tried to incorporate this yarn. I love the color. It's much brighter on screen than it is in person. This is much more subdued. And I'm knitting and I'm knitting and I'm like, there's something different about this. I get halfway through and that's when I realize this is a thinner yarn. So next time I dye, I have to be very careful and make sure I'm dyeing all the yarns that are the same weight. So unless I don't want it like that, but I would prefer to dye the different colors in the same weight so that I can mix and match across a sock. So that was an important lesson learned. Okay, so that was that. We'll get to my obsession. And then I got some mail. I need it, but it's not the most exciting thing. Give me a second, because I take forever to open things. But this I have to, man, this one is well packaged. Like, it came from Fort Knox. Yeah, crinkling, sorry. Yeah. This is $200 worth of needles for Princess Blue. And I think I ordered 2 sets of cylinder and 1 set of ribber. That was a needle that just went flying, I believe. Boy, this is well packaged. I think it would take me the rest of the show to unpackage. But when they come from Angora Valley, this is how it's packaged. Ooh, let's see if I can, yeah. I kid you not, this lady can package. Okay, which is good because what are these? These are, my God, I've seen engagement rings that didn't have so much packaging. These look like Oh, and I would open the ribbon needles. They're there. Oh, look at that. That's going to blind you. Ribbon needles. So these are the cylinder needles for blue. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's a pack of ribbon needles. Ooh, and a pack of cylinder needles. 2 packs of cylinder needles. Yeah, because I went a little nuts. Okay, ordering. Okay, ouch. Okay, so that's that. So that's the new stuff. Let me put this down. And now let's get to my current obsession. Oh, hold on, where's the picture of my carousel socks? Hold on, let's see. For once, if it's handy. Yes, it is. Oh my God, I surprised myself. Usually I'm sitting over here and it's over there somewhere. Okay. Remember these? These carousel socks by Katie Koito, Koitto. Well, remember last time I had orange ones and they did not match? Well, me again using 2 different ends of the yarn to make 2 different socks. One coming from the middle and one coming from around the circumference. Well, I now have a pair of matching, it's to face me, that's not helping you, right? I now have 2, okay? So I almost have a pair of socks. They're the same size. I ended up not having to, using the 3mm needles, and just before I kitchened, I said, let me try this on my foot first. Thank God I did. It was way too big. No, I'm wrong. I kitchened them, both of them. And when I put them on my foot, it looked as though I was wearing my big sister sock. So I had to take out a couple rows. I had to go back from 36 stitches to 32 per slice. And that's when they fit. But then they were too short. So unlike the real carousel that has this really short foot here, I have a much longer foot I had to make up for the loss of stitches on the slices. But it's beautiful. There's only one problem. Look at how they did some stitches, then a rib, then some stitches, then a rib. I don't want that. Now I understand why they did it, because as they are now, if you put them on your foot, because of the way it's made, it's low on your top of your ankle and high on the back. So I'm going to have to figure out some short rows. At least that's what I think. I'm going to do some short rows to make it even, and then I'll do a regular sock, a cuff and the leg of the sock. Yeah. And to show you how obsessed I am, I have these 2 waiting in the wings. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. That's not as blinding, but it's still blinding. Okay. And I have this one that I started, but I might be pulling this out. Okay. Because I want to do something different. And to show you how obsessed I really like this sock. I tried doing it on the circular sock machine, but I see we're running out of time, so we have to talk about this next time. But this is a holy mess. But it shows the possibility that something like this can indeed be done on the CSM. Okay? And I have a few other bits and bobs here, but I know this phone has a mind of its own. I should not say that out loud, because nowadays they're diagnosing everyone with schizophrenia and putting them on medication. And that's not a thing to laugh about, because mental illness is real. So let me thank you for being here. Remember, you're deputized, okay? And I'll catch you next time. Bye.